Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. So on fourth down, time to kick it away. Jake Camarda to do the honors. Gets this away, and it's a good one. Angling toward the sideline. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Let's go. Check. They'll start on the ground. Jacobs taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A play fake. Now it's Purdy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early.
And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. In trouble, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's Jacobs. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll air it out down the middle. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line.
With the score, all time.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This returnable from the 4. Here comes a reverse. And they'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now they'll set up to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get this ahead, gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. Here's a third down and 4. Play action now. Purdy. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He's going to let this one go deep. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do. And
he is in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Let's go.
First and 10 for Purdy. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in.
Go! 18, right in.
Purdy now on second down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
He'll take a shot downfield from Musgrave. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Packers set to kick this one away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll look to throw. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So instead of playing safe, the defense brings the heat, bring the quarterback down, and they're walking off the field with 2 points.
In this situation, Mike, as an offense, you have to be prepared for the blitz. You know the defense smells blood. They want to come get you in the end zone and get 2 points. And that's exactly what they were able to do.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now, Jacobs. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. It's Carl Granderson this time to make the tackle. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Going for it all. That's caught! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Packers. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone. Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now, faking the give. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds. It's just beyond the line of scrimmage. That's all they needed to pick up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He runs with it.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
Here we go, set, ready.
They'll go play action with Purdy. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Lutz for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The throw on the run is complete. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game.
And he will go all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Okay, ready? Ready? Go!
Running is Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He'll get that complete to Dontavian Wicks. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Go.
Purdy to throw for it on 4th down. That is brought in. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Packers. 3 touchdowns for him now in this one. And he's up to 10 on the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chance...
That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. On play action, here's Purdy. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
So, it's a win for the Packers. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November.